Suzanne from Suzanne Scarrow Live. How are you going with all of this that's happening in our lives? We're all going through similar versions of chaos, I guess, of difference, of doing things differently, certainly. And how is that impacting on you? Are you noticing where your focus is? Is your focus on all the negative stuff? Because it's easy to do that. Or are you deliberately trying to refocus your thinking into a much better feeling place? That is what I would highly recommend. It's not easy to do, but it is possible, and it is really what you need to be doing right now. We're going, if you're like everyone else that I've been talking to recently, you're going through these ups and downs. Sometimes you feel okay, sometimes you feel blooming awful, and etc. And it just keeps rolling on. And with what I've been hearing on the news recently, the last day or so, it seems like we're going to be in this situation that we're in now for at least another 4 weeks and probably longer. And so it is so, so important for your mental health to put your focus in a place that gives you a sense of relief. And that's why I want to bring you a little tapping script this morning to help you release whatever it is that's keeping you away from that. We'll call it the heavy energy, but your heavy energy will be different than everyone else. So it's really helpful if you get specific about whatever it is, whatever your heavy energy is. Is it fear about something in particular, about health or about money or about lack of money or paying the rent or paying the mortgage? Or is it worry about your health or someone else's? Is it loneliness from not being able to see your family, having to stay indoors, not being able to hug those that you love in the way that you might normally have done? Whatever it is that is holding you back, I want you to get that in your mind now, and I'll show you this little tapping technique which will reduce that intensity, and then we'll come back and talk about how to refocus your thinking from there. So in your mind is a particular thing that you're worried about. When you think about it, it's a heavy energy. You can feel the heaviness probably in your body, or it might make you feel sad, or it might make you feel fearful. Give it a number out of 10, the intensity that you feel, where 10's the worst and 0's no intensity at all. So once you've got it in your mind, give it a name and a number out of 10. So the name, say the name in the most negative way you can. So if it's fear, just check out, is it fear or is it terror? If it's anger, is it anger or is it rage? Say it in the most negative way you can. That's going to get you the best result. But be true, don't pretend it's one when it's actually the other. Be true to yourself. There's no right answer here. And then when you've got your thing that you're tapping on and you've got your number out of 10, I want you to do this. I'm just going to use the words heavy energy, and when I say heavy energy, you will say whatever is your particular thing. So tap here on this karate chop part of your hand and say, even though I feel this heavy energy, I choose to accept myself anyway. Even though I feel this heavy energy, I choose to accept myself anyway. One more time. Even though I feel this, insert your words, heavy energy, I choose to accept myself anyway. On the crown, this heavy energy, eyebrow, this heavy energy, outside corner of the eye, this heavy energy, you're saying your words, under eye, this heavy energy, under nose, this heavy energy, under lip, this heavy energy, on the collarbone, this heavy energy, under arm, about 4 inches down, this heavy energy, on the wrist, this heavy energy. It's about 3 fingers down from where your hand joins on, just here. Karate, this heavy energy, and crown, this heavy energy. And as I'm saying heavy energy, you're inserting your words, or at least thinking your words. Okay, so take a big breath now. See how that feels. What you should notice when you check in on it is it's coming down from perhaps a 10 out of 10 to an 8 or a 7 out of 10. I'd love to hear your comments in the chat, actually. Sorry, we can't actually speak to each other, but if you put your response in the chat, I can see whether you're coming down maybe just from a 10 to a 7, for example. So see how that's feeling, and then, of course, repeat that process exactly the same as we've just done by saying on the karate chop, even though I have this, whatever it is, I choose to accept myself anyway. And I generally do that 3 times, but you don't have to. You can just do it once or not even at all. And then go to each of the points, the crown, the eyebrow, the side of eye right in the corner, under eye, under nose, under lip, collarbone, under arm, which is about directly under the armpit, about 4 inches down, halfway down a bra strap for a woman. On the wrist, 3 fingers down from where the hand joins on, just here. And on the karate chop, side of your hand, and on the crown. Just repeating whatever the words are for you. The more specific you are with your particular feeling, the better result you're going to get. So keep doing those rounds of tapping. I don't want you to stay in that feeling for a long time, of course. So do, 2 or 3 minutes at a time, and then come back and do some more later in the afternoon or the evening, perhaps before you go to bed, so that you can sleep. That process of tapping will calm your nervous system, and it will bring you into a calmer place where you can actually get some decent sleep. A lot of people are struggling with their sleep at the moment, so it's a nice thing to do. You can even, if you're struggling to sleep and you're too tired to lift your arms during the night, you can actually even imagine those points vibrating and just say the word sleep as you go around each of those points, imagining it, not actually tapping on it. Okay, so that's the idea of clearing the heavy emotion. Then once you've done that, you're in a place where you can actually reach for a better feeling. So you might put your focus onto something that makes you feel good. It might be music, it might be animals, it might be when we come out of this crisis and you can hug your family again. It might be, something that you really, really love. It might be a memory from the past or a vision from the future that really makes your heart sing. When you do that, you're at a higher vibration, and that's where you need to be. And that actually being in that high vibration is going to give your body the best chance of protecting itself too. So there's multiple benefits from raising your vibration in that way, clearing that heavy energy so that you're not going down the rabbit hole into more heavy energy, raising your vibration into the highest vibration you can find at every minute of every day, and then you've got a much better chance of having life flow much more easily for you. And that's what you came for. You didn't come for the struggle. You came for the joy of it. I will talk to you again soon. I hope that's helpful.